Hello and welcome. This is Shaman Dragon, and pull up some sand while and take a load off while I tell you about how I got this. Now, if you remember on my very first video on this channel, I created a map using cereal. Now, you can use beans, rice, or cereal, or teared up pieces of paper, or you can take an image. Somebody showed me an image the other day of them just tracing around an object. Well, a picture of one, and there they have a map. Yeah, you got a map, whatever. Anyway, I took a picture of the map I did with my phone, and as you can see, it's blurry if you zoom in. Looks kind of okay if you zoom out, but anyway, I have a scanner, and when I use the scanner, I got this. Oh, man. I know, it's blinding, right? Let's go back to the other map. Shield your eyes, kids. Anyway, I used my phone. It does give this really cool look, like an old-time map, but you can see the light going off. But right now, today, we're going to make some interior maps, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And let's see here. First, let's bring up the grid. Now, I made this grid, and I decided to, now, you know, you're going to have a grid when it comes down to making your maps. If you're going to be, let's see, I don't want to use this sun. I want you to use the other one. There we go. So this way it doesn't blind everybody. I mean, if I use the other sun, it's going to blind you. Let's not do that today. So the whole point when you're if you have a grid, that's good because it can help you handle sizes and stuff. Now, if you have like dry erasers, you have a grid that's made for tabletop games, that's good for you. But if you don't have it and you want to make your maps and you want to post it online, or either with, you know, take the image and try to post it online, or you're going to try and do what I did, make it on the computer. You can do what I did, but I'm just going to show you what I do when I try to place rooms and how I plan an adventure area. Now, that's the thing. I don't call it a dungeon because it's not always going to be a dungeon. It's not always going to be at the bottom of a castle. Here's your torture devices. Here's your this. Here's your that. It's not always going to be that way. And yeah, I know the colors. There's a reason for the colors. Give me a second. Okay. Wait. Did I make it appear? No. Oh, wrong one. There we go. No? Okay, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay, so basically, I'm going to tell you... Now, as you can see, I use these shapes, and I did have a camera. Let's see if I can bring it up. As you can see, the camera was over here. Originally, I had all this stuff shrunken down to where this camera can't see it, but now I kind of moved everything around for the purpose of the video. So, pretty much, if I was looking through the camera... Let's see, let's bring out... this, move it over here. As you can see, you're gonna see like a side view thing going on. Let's see here, let's bring this out. No, that's a little too big. Okay, yeah, here we go. Now let's go. Whoa, hold on. Okay, as you can see, it's gonna see like the bottom of the wall. So if I were to do this in a computer, it would look good. But since you're just gonna, if you're stuck at home and you're just gonna draw it and you're just gonna post the pictures of what you drawn on the internet for your games, that's perfectly fine. But find some objects. Go ahead and find some objects that are squared off if you're gonna do something like a dungeon. A castle or whatever. So this way, you know, you have everything measured the way you want to. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna get out of camera mode because the camera is starting to bug me. Okay, so how do you make your interiors? Now, you can easily go ahead and make a map. Go ahead and put like a bunch of rooms all over the place. You can easily do that. Oh, so that's what I did. I got rid of the circle by accident. Now here's the thing. Whenever you make a place, whenever you make an adventure area, you want to make sure your rooms make sense. Now, if this was a cave system, the only thing you have to worry about cave systems is the flow of water. And flow of water is going to go downhill all the time. And I mentioned in the other video, I think, about how water works a little bit. If you have like, let's see, which one of these was the event? I think this is the event. Okay, the green is the event. Just pretend for a minute. If, for instance, there's like a lake and the players see the water is flowing into a nice little stream, but it's going uphill, they're going to investigate it. Your players are going to wonder, wait a minute, gravity's going the other way. Why is this water going uphill? If you do that and, you accidentally tell them something like, hey, it's flowing uphill, they're going to investigate it. And if you're one of those kind of players that, oh no, I didn't put anything there, I just did it for fun. Yeah, now you're in a pickle. So remember, make your maps, plan it a little bit. I mean, you can easily just fly on the seat of your pants and just make up whatever you want. Anyway, I'm going to explain each color. I'm just using this for example. So empty room is yellow, event is green, monster is red, and traps are purple. Now, the thing is, you don't need every room to have a monster or a trap or an event in there. You could easily just leave it an empty room. In fact, your players would be okay with this because when they walk into an empty room, they're going to be suspicious. And if they realize, oh, it's an empty room, you might catch them off guard if there's several empty rooms. And they might think, perhaps there's not really anything in here. I'm probably going to let down my guard. And it really does make your players kind of, try to be cautious when they go through the adventure. Oh, whoa, what did I do? I pressed a button and then it just went all over the place. Okay, so how do you plan your interior? So like I said, everything needs to make sense. You need to have, do your research. How do they build the different kinds of buildings? And this way it can make sense. So if you're making a mine, for an example, you want to have like an entrance over here, and here's an exit over here. Because miners will have two ways of getting in and out, and they'll probably have special rooms where they can, okay, let's say here's the entrance way over here, and we're going to use the yellow as our example, and I just realized that didn't work. There we go. Okay, so let's say our yellow is over here. This is an entrance. We're going to use the purple for the other, for the exit, and we'll just use green as a safe zone. And we'll just say the red is a miner. So let's just say, okay, I'm mining kind of over here in this direction. And we just heard a cave in. Oh no, what do I do? Simple. You go to the green, you go to your safe zone. That's what miners do in real life. They have safe zones created so you can get oxygen. You have water, you have maybe some food and light. And that's something you could put in your games. So this way, oh no, there's monsters in this place and they're causing cave-ins. Some miners can be over here trying to hide. And, you could put some barriers in between them and the players when they get there. So this way they have a role-playing experience. Do we stop and try to save the miners, or do we keep going? And this way the game is not, it's a little more realistic, and you actually have something interesting going on besides, oh, kill monster, get past trap. Okay, we either become good guys or bad guys in a role-playing scenario. defeat boss monster, take treasure, yada yada yada. You get the idea. And it becomes boring when you just do that, if you just make it into a dungeon crawl. So you want to make it to where every room either has a story or it doesn't. So, wait, that's an empty room. Okay, there's the event. So an event. Now, even when I'm making a monster, I usually go ahead and put like some sort of story. I mean, you know, something that the monster is doing at the time. You don't have to have it to where they're just waiting for the players to go after them. Most of the time, monsters are not even going to know you're there. So that's pretty much it. I'll explain monsters, how I would usually use them later on, but let's talk about rooms. So, yes, if you want to have a room where this is clearly the boss monster, their room, don't just make it a big empty room where the boss monster... You know what? Let's bring in the red one. Let's bring in the red one here. And let's go ahead and scale him to a size. Yeah, really big. But nah. Let's make him smaller. Yeah. Let's make him into a large size creature, because they take up 4 squares. Don't just have a monster just kind of sitting there and he's waiting for, when are those adventurers gonna get here? I'm bored. I want to kill them. Yeah, don't just do that. Make sure that the boss monster is actually doing something. They're doing something because they're a living creature. Like, for instance, if it's a dragon, they're going to be on their gold counting it, or they're going to be eating something in the next room, or perhaps they're dealing with some of their minions and they're telling them, okay, listen, you're going to raid this village and you're going to do it tonight. You're not going to do it next week. You're not going to do it tomorrow. You're doing it now. Something like that. Great. I'm going into monsters instead of interiors. Whatever. Point is, you need to have a place. I mean, when you're building the place, you need to have, yes, you can have like the main chamber for like the master bedroom. You can have a spare bedroom over here. You can have the bathroom over here, the kitchen over there. Yes, because you have to think organically. What kind of an enemy is in this place? What kind of a place was this originally designed? If it's just going to be a place for them to dungeon crawl and kill monsters, get past traps, and that's all it is, it's going to get boring very quickly. So for your interiors, go ahead and plan the place. Then go ahead and put your monsters where you want. And if they are going to set up traps, it has to be logical. Why would they put a trap here? Maybe it's because they don't want somebody just running in and robbing them. Or perhaps, hey, I have a treasure here and I want to protect it, so they have a trap set. That would make sense. It wouldn't make sense for them just to put things there, just to put things there. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope it helps you make your own maps for interiors. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Go ahead and share this video. It really helps the channel if we can share this across as many people as possible. And later in this channel, I'm going to try and come up with a brand new animated series later on, if you're interested in that. And I'm going to try and tell more of my D&D stories. This is Shaman Dragon signing off. I hope you enjoyed this. Goodbye.